everybody. Hello, hello, hi, hi, hi. Good morning once again. This is still Prime Morning, and you're watching us live on Joy Prime TV. And we hope that you are still getting interactive with us on all our social media platforms. Do not forget that on Facebook, you have to hit the share button. Share the link, okay? My name is Esia Dua Akumia. You can call me the Golden Girl. It's time for me to bring you updates on all the stories that are trending on social media. But before we get into that, the all-new seasoning powders from Tasty Tom is right here. Tasty Tom, okay? And so, the weekend is just around the corner. I know you're definitely looking forward to preparing some delicious stews, jollof rice, really tasty chicken and all of that. Well, Tasty Tom has got you covered with their all new seasoning powders. So is it shrimp seasoning powder that you're looking for? They've got you covered right here. There's also chicken seasoning. There is jollof seasoning. And then there's seasoning for your stew. So while you're stewing in an area and you want to give it some twist, then you put in your stew seasoning powder. So it's all about the all new seasoning powders from Tasty Tom. Chicken, shrimp, jollof, and stew seasoning powder. Oh, and by the way, don't worry, it will not color your fish or your meat, okay? There's no artificial colors in there, so you're good to go on the seasoning powders from Tasty Tom. Anyways, well, that's it. Well, let's get into our very first trending story. And sometimes you wonder how people think. You know those boys with their aboboyas, and then they come to your home to come and pick rubbish from your homes. Have you ever wondered where they dump the rubbish? You know, with Zoom Lion and all of that, you know that there's a landfill that they come pick the rubbish and go dump them in the landfills, okay? But these young guys who come around with aboboyas to pick up your rubbish, have you ever asked them where they dump your rubbish? So this young man is trending on social media when there was a heavy downpour. He decided to dump the rubbish that obviously, you see that aboboya, he's gone from house to house, home to home, and he has picked up the rubbish, and this is where, in the gutters, this is where he decided to dump all these rubbish. Take a look at the video. And then we'll be crying that there is flooding, you know, our gutters are being choked. You will do this and still expect government to come and do something about it. But you, how do you think? Say now, Jing. Let me not say much. Let's go on social media. Let's read some comments in relation to this. Definitely, people. Brefi says, 1 year jail term will be fine. I think that somebody will have to be used as a scapegoat. It will really serve as a deterrent to every single one of them out there. Bus Stop boys, they definitely had to respond to this. Hey, this is crazy. And they tag Ghana Police Service. I don't know if whoever was taking the video did something to him, but it didn't show in the video. Kwating says, please, anyone who would do this must be arrested or work very hard to clean all the gutters. That's not bad. Sasa says, is this some kind of witchcraft or what? Star Onesie says, the camera did the job right, but he left one thing. He's supposed to push the guy inside the gutter. Oh, why? Moms and Mogul says, now we see how people senselessly destroy the country's infrastructure because they can't see or think far. How will this country ever progress with people like this? And then we have, Vondi says, we don't need any task force for anything. The person videoing should just share the location. Yeah, because there's a high possibility that whoever did the videoing does know the person. Joe Jr. says, but wait, where is he expecting those rubbish to go when the rain stops? His room or where? Because I don't get it. It's only flow got so what he's thinking that it will flow and go somewhere, into the sea or what? Hey, Jesus Christ. I wish that one day one of them would be apprehended by the Ghana Police Service, jailed, and then he'll be used as a scapegoat for not just, these boys who pick up rubbish, go to house to pick up rubbish, but random people who end up dumping rubbish anywhere, anyhow, especially in gutters when it's raining. Anyways, let's move away from that. But you can share your thoughts with us. What do you think about this particular story? Take up our WhatsApp number, 055-157-5757, or go to our Facebook page. It is Joy Prime TV. Get into the comment section and let us know exactly how you feel about this story. Moving on to the next one, let's go all the way to our sister country, Nigeria, where one of its states, Lekki State, unfortunately, they've experienced something quite heartbreaking, where a car rammed into a restaurant out of nowhere. Imagine you are seated comfortably in a restaurant eating. Maybe you are yet to order your meal because you are famishing, and you are seated there, and out of nowhere, a stray car just rams into the building. If you haven't seen this video, take a look at this. I don't know how many of you have watched Final Destination. You remember the part one? Yeah, somewhere in Final Destination, when the last set of people that were left in the group thought that, they had escaped death. And they were seated at a restaurant before they realized a truck just rammed into them whilst they were seated in the restaurant, eating and having a good laugh. It just took my mind there. This is very heartbreaking. I wonder what caused this car to ram into the building like that. And he was going on reverse. I don't know where exactly he was going to again. Anyway, so let's go on social media. Let's read some comments. Great Bobby says, most of the accidents in Nigeria on Nigeria roads are caused by Yahoo boys. They basically don't learn how to drive. They just get behind the wheels and cause several accidents. Judith says, thank God, safe driver and no other person died. That's the most important thing. Yes, we thank God for that. Valentine Namdi says, it's accident, no life loss. If the driver has money, he should fix back what he damaged. But if he's not, then he should use abeg, solve the problem. He should use abeg, solve the problem. Oh, okay. He said he should apologize. Emmy Loken says, maybe he just escaped from Lagos traffic. 90% of people living in Lagos are not normal, especially when the traffic jam that happened, especially with the traffic jam that happened yesterday. Wasiu Lekan says they are supposed to install billboards at the car park as a barrier for this kind of structure design. The engineers should be called for questions. Thank God is not too serious. You know something, you know what the billboards are? Sometimes when we see this in front of buildings, we really do not know the reasons that they have been placed there, but it is for instances like this to be avoided. Amaka says, now wow, thank goodness it didn't crash into any human being. And one OCK says, nonsense. Everyone is busy looking at damaged furniture and no one cares to check if the driver of the vehicle is safe or not. You know, automatically within that period, everybody would just blame the driver for careless driving and wouldn't really care about him. They would rather care about, the damage that has been caused. So it's a normal reaction for human beings, you know, sometimes. The way the mind is sometimes, that's just how it is. Well, share your thoughts with us. If you're watching us from Nigeria, hello, good morning to you. Well, you can share with us on our social media platforms what you think about this particular video happening in your country or this accident happening in your country. We would love to read that. Let's take some entertainment story from Ghana, but it didn't necessarily happen here in Ghana, but one of our very own Ghanaian rapper, Manifest, is massively trending on social media, where he's gotten netizens talking. Now, what exactly are they talking about in relation to Manifest? Well, he got to the street of New York City to give us a freestyle. Take a look at the video.
Can't complain.
What's your name?
My name is Manifest, and I'm from Accra, Ghana. It's very far away, bro.
Let's do it.
I'm home.
Self-proclaimed kings holding chalices. They are power drunk. And sober analysis. Storming through the palaces. Then geek when I come around. Master my walk. The no go give me round around. Being the best was my preoccupation. Till I popped up at the top like a notification. I don't dine on the swine, but I bring the bacon home. Banco and bread. I guess I have the internet breaking. Young folks with old timers all around us. A few storytellers might tell us about the founders. Man for day on top like condiments or counters. They found us fucking up numbers. Rogue accountants. This newcomer seen 2 summers. I be praying that they don't be complacent and see their true summit. It's black spillage when they visit the village, but they come to the city and hide the clues from us. Too divine for Homo sapiens and aliens. I'm radiant and firm on slippery slope and gradient. I feel lenient, no go diss you deviant. It's crazy guy, the world belongs to the disobedience. Even in sandals, I'm ill with handles. Kwame Kyrie, breaking on ankles. Person Kuminya, I consider scandal. All about the vandals, you know. In the meantime, it's me time. I don't fuck with the feline. When they see me, they beeline. Hey, it's by design. World full of gossip, so I'm guessing it's tea time. Don't be quick when I lose your wisdom while you tree climb.
Well, what do you think about Manifest freestyle? It says, take a seat and rap on the beat. Well, let's see how people reacted to this. Kelly Ewanam says, Volta region on the map. God bless you. Ebenezer Jumo is saying, I understand why people don't understand him. Okay. Long says, I don't dine on the swine, but I bring the bacon home. I know this lie, like, yeah, Charlie. Ishmael says, your favorite rapper cannot do this. Please, who are you talking about? Who? John Asimani Jr. says, Manifest is abusing the innocent beat. Who asked the presenter to use his 3G to wake the bear? Oh. Friends called Bernard Duncan says, in fact, Manifest is really dope. Is a really dope rapper. His style is hard. Lester Query says, mad heat from Ghana. You came up at the top like a notification indeed. Champ. Harold, okay, so Kojo Miguel says, Charlie, this guy is too deep. Damn, you're just on a different level. Frank Emeto says, you see that? This is what we call rap. Please, if Obibini is sitting close to you, then let him take over, then case closed. Well, do you agree with what netizens are saying about Manifest freestyle on the streets of New York City? If you remember, just about 2 weeks ago, I think we saw one also from Kiddy, somewhere in New York as well. We also saw one from Black Sharif as well. So I think that our artists are beginning to, you know, get into these sorts of things, just to let you understand that their talents, they are raw. Talents, they are raw, very natural.